All right. Welcome back, everyone. I bet you're all dying to know more about what's going on in the European stablecoin market.
Definitely a hot topic.
It is. It's changing so quickly.
Yeah.
And these stablecoins are kind of like digital cash, but tied to like the euro or the dollar, right?
Exactly.
Makes transactions super smooth and efficient, or at least that's the idea. We've got a ton of info to cover today.
Yeah, we do.
A lot going on. There's this doc we found called MiCA-organized, and it's all about the latest developments.
Seems like Tether is making some big moves in Europe despite all the regulations they're facing.
Yeah, so maybe we should jump right into that, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Tether, this big name in stablecoins, right? They just invested in this European project called StablR. What's the deal with that?
Well, even with all the regulatory headaches in Europe, Tether is still seeing some serious potential there. They're putting their money where their mouth is, and that says a lot.
For sure.
StablR is actually running two different stablecoins. One's pegged to the euro, the EURR, and then the other is pegged to the US dollar, the USDR. But here's the really interesting part. They're both using Tether's own tokenization platform called Hadron.
Hold on, back up a sec. What's a tokenization platform?
Good question. Think of it like the foundation they build the stablecoin on.
Okay.
And Hadron is, well, it's designed to be really efficient and transparent.
Got it.
Which, aligns perfectly with what those European regulators are pushing for these days.
So it's more than just an investment then?
Right. They're providing the tech behind it all. It's a pretty interesting collaboration, especially in an industry known for, well, cutthroat competition.
So is Tether trying to score some brownie points with regulators by backing a project that's already playing by the rules?
It could be. It's a smart move considering the pushback Tether's own stablecoins have been getting lately.
Yeah, no kidding.
But before we get too deep into that, maybe we should take a step back and look at the whole European stablecoin landscape, the big picture.
Okay, yeah, let's zoom out. What's the overall market looking like these days?
Right now, there are about 367 million stablecoins circulating in Europe.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is, and the main players are Stasis Euro, URS, and Eurocoin. That's EURC.
Right, I've heard of those.
They've got market caps of like $130 million and $90 million, respectively.
Okay, so those are the big dogs.
Exactly. Now, StablR's Euro stablecoin, that EUR we talked about, it's quite a bit smaller, only about $3.4 million market cap.
Okay.
And a total supply of about $5.9 million.
So they're kind of like the underdog then?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They're only making up about 1% of the whole Euro stablecoin market.
Wow. David and Goliath situation, huh?
Maybe. But remember, they have Tether in their corner.
That's true. So what's StablR's plan? How are they going to make a dent in this market?
Well, they're really focused on compliance, making sure everything's above board. They want to provide a ton of liquidity for institutions and traders, and they want it to be flexible and easy to use.
Sounds ambitious.
It is. But their ace in the hole is this electronic money institution license they got back in July.
Oh, yeah, I read about that.
It's a game changer. This means they can issue stablecoins that are completely compliant with all those EU regulations.
That's a big deal, especially compared to some of the other players who are having trouble with that.
Exactly. That's what makes the contrast with Tether so stark.
Yeah. Speaking of Tether, let's talk about their European struggles.
Oh, where to even begin?
Well, for one, Coinbase just delisted Tether's USDT stablecoin from their European platform.
Huge news, right?
Yeah. And the reason...
Those MiCA regulations, of course.
Right. Seems like everyone's struggling with those.
It's a major wake-up call for Tether. They need to adapt to Europe's evolving rules, and fast.
And what about their own euro-backed stablecoin, the EURT? Wasn't there something about that too?
Oh, right. They suspended EURT back in November.
Really? Why'd they do that?
They blamed market conditions and, wouldn't you know it, regulatory compliance issues.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
So at the time, how much was that stablecoin worth?
It had a market cap of about $27 million.
Not small potatoes?
Not at all.
No.
So, yeah, things aren't looking too rosy for Tether in Europe right now.
So what's all this mean for the future of stablecoins in Europe?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Literally, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure. MiCA, those new EU crypto regulations, they're shaking things up big time.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Everyone's got to be more transparent, more stable.
So it's a good thing for users in the long run, right?
In theory, yeah. But it creates this tension between innovation and regulation.
Right, I can see that. So what do you think?
Will Tether manage to keep its top spot?
Right.
Or will these smaller European-focused players like StableR take over?
It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Absolutely. It's a really dynamic landscape right now. Things are changing fast.
This has been such an interesting deep dive. We've learned about Tether's moves, the rise of these smaller stablecoins, and the impact of MiCA. It's clear this market is evolving quickly.
And it raises another question. With all these changes, how do you think the balance of power will shift between the big names like Tether and these new European projects?
It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll keep you updated as the European stablecoin saga unfolds.